Okay.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, what were the biggest struggles in the beginning before starting?
Before starting with this, over the past several years with COVID and whatnot, I really let myself go. My, y- my diet was not well. I got two kids and I need to, feed them, and their diets are much different than what a healthy diet would look like. So I kind of let myself go that way. Um, I switched to wearing scrubs at work because of COVID, and my way to check myself in the past was if my pants started getting tight. With that being gone, wearing an elastic waistband, I noticed over time that I was losing any kind of gains I'd ever made in the past. And now that the point that I'm in my 50s now, I realized that if I don't do something now, it's only going to get worse, and health problems are going to start creeping up, and it's going to be a slow roll downhill at that point.
Yeah,
I needed to do something. I needed a kick in the pants to get myself moving.
I hear you. And how long was it that you were wanting to do something but struggling with getting started?
I would say at least a solid year and a half
Mhm.
before I realized, I tried a couple of things. I tried adjusting my diet a little bit, trying to go work out more. But again, life gets in the way, and you get distracted and you get sidetracked. And before you know it, again, another 6, 12 months goes by, and you're still in the same boat, if not in worse shape than you were.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And what were your doubts or any skepticism before starting of what is possible for you?
I think again the biggest doubt would be, why would this be any different than in the past? Because again, I've tried on my own to try different things. You read something online that, oh, there's a new exercise routine, I'm going to try that, or there's a new way of eating, I'm going to try that. And again, your mind is not in the right place to do that sometimes, and then again you're setting yourself up for disappointment and failure. And again, it makes, for me, it made just was a cycle of, oh, I'm going to try this now, and you try it for a week, and you get discouraged or again sidetracked, and you lose sight of it, and you fail again, and you look again, I'm going to try something else this month, and you repeat the process over and over again.
Yeah. How many times would you say you've gone through that cycle of
I would say in the past couple of years, at least every couple of months. So yeah, at least a couple dozen times.
gotcha. And I hear you, and I hear you there. So what would be different about this? What would be actually different, right? So I'd be curious, what are the results? Let's get to the exciting part is now you've actually committed to the process. What are the results and changes you've seen so far?
Yeah, I'm 8 weeks in now, and I lost about 13, 14 pounds. I was never really heavy to begin with, but I definitely knew I had to, um, I guess, reconfigure my body, like get my muscle mass up and my fat down. And
Yeah.
so I switched with, made a couple of, I did go to the gym. It was never really, um, I guess, helpful, because I went through the motions when I went there. So I was able to say, hey, I went to the gym today, or I went to the gym 3 times a week. But when you do the exact same thing 3 times a week, it's not going to do anything. Um, with this program, I've learned, to push myself, and, not just do the same thing, to try to go a little bit harder each time, or improve your form to make yourself make gains. And I
Mm.
definitely, in the past 8 weeks, I've definitely made gains. I've lost inches off my waist. I've put inches onto my chest and my arms and things, and
Yeah.
it's made a huge difference.
Yeah. Hey, I'm loving those results, David. And what about in terms of the strength side of things? Because that's been really exciting as well, seeing those results there.
Say it again.
The strength. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really, it inspired myself that, I
Mm.
thought that, this old guy, how could he lift more than, X amount of weight? And here I am 8 weeks later, my starting weights now are what I used to never be able to get to in the past. So definitely it made a huge improvement just in keeping my head in the game while I'm at the gym too, and staying focused made a big difference.
Mhm. Amazing, amazing. And what are the changes with the nutrition mentally side of things? Because you mentioned having kids, right? That's a whole different ball game. You are a father. You have two children to look after. Um, what has changed for you nutritionally?
The biggest thing that I realized once I started with the academy was the how messed up my macros were day to day. Just knowing that the balance was my balance was horrible. Um, the amount of carbs I would eat in a day was mind-boggling. And now that I have this, I guess, consciousness of what I'm eating, and I kind of, that's changed too. Because again, initially when I first started, I was very conscious of what I was putting in my mouth because I wanted to get to the right amount of calories and the right amount of macros. So I was kind of throughout the day thinking about it. But as time goes on, your brain gets some kind of muscle memory, and you kind of know that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be eating this, or I'm going to try eating this for dinner. But it's like a second nature at this point, that you just know what you're going to do. And I kind of incorporate that with my kids, that I kind of, you usually throw the vegetables in, or you kind of mix them up with the meat to kind of hide it for them, that they're able to eat
Yeah,
more now. but yeah, it's all second nature now.
amazing, amazing, beautiful. Hey, so proud. And well, who would you say? Who would you recommend to take part in the program?
I would say a lot of people, anybody, if you've been disappointed in yourself or discouraged in yourself from trying different things, over and over again, and you get to that point where you think it's hopeless, something like this would be great. Because again, I thought that at that point I was going to pretty much, this is going to be it, because I tried and tried and tried all different things and nothing was happening. This was a different way. This got my head into the game, where that my head was never there before, and it really helped me stay focused and achieve the goals that I wanted to.
Yeah, incredible, incredible. What do you think will happen if someone, because you mentioned you try all the different things. If I said, hey, David, here is a diet plan, here's a diet, and here is a workout, go do it. What do you think that difference is?
Well, I think that would work for a while, but then it would, you again, life would get in the way. You'd get distracted, and I would fall off the wagon again. But this kind of, the accountability that you put on me and that I put on myself helps me to stay focused, and again, to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Just by going to the weekly meetings helped. The hit sessions that we do kind of gives me something else to do during the week, that I could instead of, if I can't make it to the gym, I could do that. That kind of stuff really kept my head in the game.
Yeah, amazing.
That was the game changer for me, I think.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what advice would you give to someone they're thinking about doing it, but I'm scared, I might not make it might not happen.
Mm-hmm. I felt the same way. And I guess if you have the commitment, and you want to give it a try, I think go for it. I mean, what are you going to lose? You got it. You got, if you want to make the changes, and what you tried in the past isn't working, you got to try something else. And for me, this worked. And by my nature, I'm a doubting Thomas. I doubt everything. And
I remember that statement.
I had the same reservations, that I tried it. And again, I never would have thought 8 weeks ago that I'd be 15 pounds, almost 15 pounds lighter than I was, because that was such a monumental task. A couple of years ago, I thought that never would have been possible at this point in my life. Then now that I'm in my 50s, that I wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And here I am. And it's a really great feeling. So I would definitely say, give it a try.
Hey, incredible, David. Your story is inspiring. The fact that you overcame those doubts and committed, and now being an amazing example, not just for yourself but your family as well. I'm so excited for you about what's going to happen next as well.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, of course. Hey, you did amazing. You did amazing. How'd that